Hi guys, it's me. I'm asking you to please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching. Solo and I are in the car on a little road trip. We're doing a little sightseeing. We wanted to go check out the Christmas tree inn that's in Marlow that has the connection to our inn. I know I've showed it before in the video a long time ago. I don't even remember the name of it, but one of the videos I have the Christmas tree inn and we were driving by. But I wanted to go look at it and also look at the foliage. But I'm here. I'm actually walking around here because it's so beautiful because of the foliage. So I'm going to turn the camera on. Hold on. This is the Christmas tree inn. This is the actual inn that our inn used to have sleigh ride dinners to. So they go to our inn, catch a stagecoach in the winter, a sleigh ride, and they would take a sleigh ride all the way to here, and then they would spend the afternoon having dinner, and then once they were done, they'd pack it back up and they'd sleigh ride right back to Leominster. Let me go on the other side so you can see. They did such an amazing job. Look at this place, guys. It's so beautiful. I want a tour. I want to go in, but nobody lives here. I think a business bought it, and I think it's a convention center or something, but goodness gracious, look at this place, guys. Wow. And then you have to see this view of the pond. The foliage is just really spectacular right now, and I know it's probably not coming through so much on the video, but let's get closer to it. Here we are, and you know, it smells really spicy over here. Peppery. So fresh. Look at the beautiful sky, reflecting in the water. Oh my goodness, guys. What a beautiful place. Oh, wow. Wow. I gotta take a picture of this. All right, I'm closer.
Okay. So, we got the ICF Forms, they're foam forms, and Andy came over to help me set them up, and he's having me basically bolt a cleat onto the footing so that it'll guide the forms. We can keep them in the right position and move forward. And all the good tools.
So this is what's happening. You put the boards down there so that you can...
What's that?
That's what's happening. So he was saying that he was putting the boards down on the side to make sure that there was a guide or something to hold them in.
Correct.
And so the concrete will be poured inside of this.
Yep.
So they've got to be set up.
And then it's going to stay nice and warm.
And then it's going to stay nice and warm. That'll be something different.
Around here, huh?
Yeah. All right, I'll check back later.
We don't have enough styrofoam
You ran out?
to finish. Yeah.
Boys at Carol sold a bad batch.
Hopefully they won't see this.
I'll have a talk to you tomorrow.
All right, I'll just come over here and take a look. So what's one broken?
Well, no, they were.
Well, they make them different thicknesses,
Okay.
and there was a 4-inch thick wall form and
Oh,
mixed in with all of these.
okay. So far, ooh, the squeaking of the styrofoam is one of those things that just gets me in a bad way.
Shouldn't have told me.
But you can begin to see that we're gonna have a foundation under this thing again.
Yep.
I'm beginning to see it, babe.
Soon.
And with the way we positioned, and this was on Andy's advice, we positioned it so that the outside of the foundation wall will be flush with the timber, so that when I put the sheathing on and the clapboards, I can go right down over the foam and you won't see it.
Yep.
Wow, perfect, honey. And does that mean we're going to be able to see all the writing?
Nope.
No.
Oh, you won't
Oh,
see
that's going to
anything.
disappear?
That's gonna be buried.
Unless you want it to, I could spray graffiti on
Put a
it.
piece of glass.
Leave it out for you.
Nah.
Matter of fact, I'll sneak over tonight about 10.
Well, We'll let Shirley out. She'll lick you to death.
Oh boy.
We're just talking about how amazing it's going to be to have a solid foundation under this thing.
Yep, firm foundation is definitely a good thing.
Everything was just floating on a few stones before.
We're gonna go out and check the pumpkin patch to see how the pumpkins are doing, but first I wanted to kind of like reintroduce this person to everybody on the channel. I don't know if you've met him before, but this is Micah. I don't know if you recognize him or not.
I needed a break from the beard, okay? I'm gonna get it back.
I'm sure everybody's gonna vote no, or at least the ladies will vote no.
You know what? I like the beard.
Yeah, I don't mind either. I don't mind both.
I needed a break.
All right, now that that's over, let's go take a look at the pumpkin patch. So we did have a frost. What was it? Not last night, but the night before. So it looks like all the leaves now are dying. So it's gonna all fall down and we'll be able to see the pumpkins better. So we came here to kind of evaluate how it's going. It's a bunch of pumpkins right there. Lots of pumpkins right there.
Yeah, and somebody leave in the comments. I'm curious as to whether these will turn orange if we pick them.
I'm not sure how many pumpkins we have, but I mean, just looking at this one patch, this part right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's a little one right here. Another one right there. We definitely gonna have more pumpkins than we need.
See that? They hide their green ones.
Yeah, because they're starting to go orange, but there's some that are more orange than others.
I wonder if
You don't want to break the vines, honey.
we should be picking those.
Not if they're orange, but they're not fully orange. I don't know, babe. We've never grown pumpkins before, guys. This is our first pumpkin patch.
I'd say there's a good 30, 40 pumpkins here.
Maybe even more that you're not even seeing because there's a lot of little ones too. Okay, we just Googled it. They said pumpkins can ripen off of the vine, but they're better to ripen on the vine. So as long as they start to turn, like this one right here, this one's already starting to turn. Apparently they will ripen off the vine. But you know, you don't want to pick them when they're fully green, I guess. So we shall see. I don't know when we're going to harvest these. I'm guessing not today, but maybe sometime this week or next weekend, honey?
Yeah. At least some of them.
Yeah, we don't want to step on the vines though and break anything.
No.
All right, I guess it's to be continued. So what's going on here?
I'm repairing a basement window for a client. For what it is, it's a vent, so it wasn't worth buying a new, vinyl replacement window. Because I told her this one's in really good shape. It just could be repaired. So I have all the tools I need pretty much here, except for the tacks and the glaze, which I have in the workshop. But I have a piece of glass. I have my glass cutter. I'll get a straight edge and I'll cut some new glass for this. Clean these out, drop them in, and this window is going to be really cool. I mean, I'm not going to go through the effort to make it like new, but you could if you wanted to, if it wasn't in a basement.
Right. So I guess we'll check back, see when you get it done.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna square off this edge. I'm cutting glass for the window, and it's not square for some reason. I'm not a glass cutting expert, but this is.
So you have a specialty tool that cuts glass?
Yeah, it's I think there's a little carbide wheel here, and it is much harder than glass. So you just it basically puts a scratch on it, and it's actually micro fractures down there, and then you flip it over to transfer the crack through. You just kind of tap it on the back and it cuts.
Very cool. Hey, we're back. It's the day after yesterday with all the window situation. You had to go get yourself some supplies. So what's happening now?
Well, I cut the glass last night and I put it in, so all the glass is in.
So all the glass is in. It looks good, baby.
Yeah, and I bought my window tacks. These are push points. So you basically, this is what holds the glass in. So you
It's
just,
right here. I'm
Yep.
gonna hold one out.
So you basically, you put one on each side and you take your little putty knife and you just push it in like this. And it holds the glass in.
Right, and you would never know that nowadays because all the vinyl windows, everything's connected.
It's actually kind of hard to find this stuff now.
Right.
Because it's a thing of the past. But
we live in the past.
Nevertheless, here we are. So I'm gonna finish tacking the windows, and then I'm gonna glaze the corners. And it's just a putty, and you squeeze it against.
I'll
like
come
that.
back and you can show us that.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
this is something that if anybody that is an expert had any tips on, I would definitely benefit from. I'm just slapping it on here. This one's finished. You can see it's kind of nicer. This is the back of the window. Just keep that in mind. This is the front. So essentially, see, I went too far, a little bit too far with the glaze. You can kind of see it through the front. So I'm gonna have to probably scrape that down a little bit. See what I can do here. But this is how I finish it. I just put the putty knife on there, cut it, and then try to make a nice corner. And then I have to trim. It's not too easy, actually.
But I think it probably will get easier the more you do
Probably,
it.
yeah, if I do it more.
All right, very cool, babe.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, you didn't get a picture of it when it was, when I brought it home, but when I brought it home, there was one complete piece of glass that was very dirty, and then the other three were broken. So I put 3 new panes in. I have a little glass cutter, so I cut an old piece of glass that we had here and fit it in, and then I put the window tacks in to hold them in, and then I just glazed around each one with this window glazing.
Not selling any products, it's just that's what you used.
Yeah, old school.
And so how long is it gonna take for this window to cure?
Well, it takes 7 to 14 days for the glaze to cure fully, and I think they, you know, that's when they recommend you paint when it starts to cure on the outside, but I'm not gonna paint it. It's just gonna go in like this.
Into an old basement window?
Yep.
Very nice, babe.
Well, I'm gonna see what that.
Are you leaving, Richard?
Oh, no.
No, okay, good. All right, babe. So what's going on here now? Wait, I want to remind people again, this is Micaiah, my husband. Okay,
Yeah.
just want to remind everybody. Okay.
What I'm doing right now is I put 2x4s on the back side of these forms. These are what they call ICF forms, and they're styrofoam, but they have these tie-ins, these plastic tie-ins inside that rebar fits right into. So there's rebar on every course, and then you can actually screw in, you know, put screws in every place. There's you know, the plastic, so you can put drywall and stuff. People build whole houses out of this stuff. And so I screwed in some 2x4s in the back. You can kind of see them over here. And then these braces, and that helps me to make sure that I keep these plumb when they pour the concrete, and it keeps them sturdy, because they're sitting up against a 2x4 cleat on the bottom of on the footing, and then they're braced up here so they can't move this way or that way.
That makes sense. Okay, well, I'm looking at all of this. What is this called again?
This is ICF.
ICF. And I noticed that back there, it goes to the
Right.
to the ceiling or bottom of the floor, whatever you call it. And then here we've got a big opening.
Right.
What's going to happen here?
Well, it's basically what was there before. I mean, it was all the way up to the sill over there,
I'm
and
going
then
to
it
show.
stepped down, and they had timbers up, and they put, you know, they wood frame, and they had a window and a door over there.
So are we going to put a window or a door in at all?
Yeah, we're gonna put a window over there, and there's gonna be a door right here, But I figured we could do like cedar shakes or something down here. That's what was there before.
But right here, this is where the concrete's going to be poured into. So
Right.
it's going to be basically a place
There's
to,
gonna
what are you
be
going to,
A post going from here to there.
okay. Right.
And it's flush with this. So whatever I do for facing, I can screw right onto here.
Okay. And that's going to hold the house up?
8x8 timbers every, I don't know, 4 to 6 feet.
Okay.
It's a timber this big going straight up. There are going to be several columns in these big open spaces, and then I'm
Okay.
going to frame that in and insulate inside. And
Okay. That makes sense. All right. We'll check back. But first thing first, I have to say hello to Richard. He's here. Hi, Richard.
Hi.
You weren't on the last video, though we did kind of highlight a few things that you did, so I just wanted to let people see you're still here.
Yeah.
Still working.
Overseeing.
That's right. Making sure
on
Micaiah's got it.
overtime, as usual.
I wanted to show this video. I don't know if this will give it justice or not, but wow, look at the color, guys. This is no filter. This is a gorgeous New Hampshire sunset right here on our property. Can you even believe how beautiful this is?